Since epidemiologists and researchers have the same goal and assist each other with the analysis of the data and research conducted, they can assist each other on ways to further their research. The causes of the disease have already been identified, so now the implementation of programs are essential in order to decrease the incidence rates of hepatitis A. There has to be a focus on how to overcome the restraining forces of an issue. With a vaccination existing, one can predict the decrease of incidence rates of hepatitis A for future generations. Epidemiologists need to keep track of the data collected with new programs that are being developed in order to adapt them in ways to maximize their effectiveness. Since hepatitis A is the most common form of the hepatitis virus, there should be more research done within the population of 20 to 30-year-olds. Within the past few decades, researchers have noticed a decline in infection rates due to those in lower socioeconomic groups having access to filtered water, getting into a better socioeconomic state, and finally having access to the vaccine. Having aid and financial support for this disease could decrease the incidence rates drastically, which eventually can eradicate the disease. Until the year 2012, hepatitis A followed a consistent trend where the disease was decreasing. Unfortunately, from 2012 until 2016, the disease has reemerged in all U.S. states. With a $100 million grant, economic support would go to areas in the United States that have previously had high rates of hepatitis A. The target population would be adults ages 20 to 30 years old who are at high risk due to their behaviors, which often include drug use and which could lead to homelessness. Those who travel often and men who have sex with other men are also at a higher risk. It is important to enforce the vaccine amongst the nation to control and prevent hepatitis A for future generations. If there is any excess money from the grant, it could be used to adopt the program to certain locations in sub-Saharan Africa, where there is a lack of access to clean water and hepatitis A affects them drastically. That and the combination of readily available vaccines would decrease the risk factor of getting infected with the virus. With the goal of vaccinating everybody at risk and providing clean water sources to those in need, one may potentially eradicate that form of the virus. Receiving a $100 million grant would be a step in the right direction in hopes of decreasing the prevalence of this disease.